A few weeks ago, I went hunting in New York City for a kind of camera whose videos I can't stop seeing on social media. Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Yo! I use these glasses every single day.
Computer, activate mind control.
With them, you see almost exactly what the wearer sees, a seamless, hands-free, first-person point of view. They're the world's best-selling smart glasses, with 7 million pairs sold in 2025. But with that popularity, there's been backlash, in part because these glasses are fueling an explosion of non-consensual content.
Yo, that outfit is crazy on you.
You have a beautiful energy.
What are the odds of going on a date?
Pickup artist videos like these have gotten some creators over 1 million followers. I spoke to some people who had no idea that they were filmed by one of these creators until they saw the video.
I did not know I was being recorded. I noticed that he's wearing glasses, but I don't think anything of it.
I recently found out that I was secretly recorded by Meta glasses.
He did not mention that he was recording me.
No idea he recorded this whole conversation with his glasses.
These might be one of the most controversial new gadgets we've had in a long time. They're popular, and they're also dangerous. They're a brand new technology that seems almost uniquely useful for invading other people's privacy, and tons of people are buying them. So, I bought some too, and I tried them out. And I want to tell you what I learned from that experience, because it wasn't what I expected. And I think it can tell us a lot about what it means to live around people wearing a new kind of device that we can't always tell is watching. This is a photo I took for a local newspaper in 2013 of an engineer working with Google Glass. This first major attempt at smart glasses did not look at all like regular glasses. Devices that followed, like Snapchat spectacles, still looked noticeably different. But when Facebook launched Ray-Ban Stories in 2021, it marked a turning point. Smart glasses that were nearly indistinguishable from a classic popular frame.
The iconic Ray-Ban frames that people already love.
But that key to their success also sets the stage for a complicated dynamic, because all of a sudden we have a new kind of technology that can record video and can take photos that looks almost exactly like an old technology that can't. After reading so much about this device and the ways people abuse it, I went in really, really skeptical.
Oh my God, I feel like such a dork.
My first honest reaction is that I am upset at how good these are, at how fun they are to wear. Being able to have a camera that is like right in front of your eyes, that kind of captures what your eyes are seeing, is an incredible experience. I feel like we're always trying to approximate that with cameras. I don't know, I just was not expecting to have as much fun wearing them as I have in the first 24 hours.
Wow.
I kept wearing them. At home and outside, biking, running, exploring, working, by myself and around friends. But the more I kept wearing them in public, the more a different feeling started to creep in. I'm having a lot of fun wearing them at home and around the house, but as soon as I step outside, I feel weird. Like to wear a thing that you know could be making people uncomfortable is a weird thing I've never really felt before. On Meta's AI Glasses website, there's a tagline: designed for privacy, controlled by you. Right below it is this list of good practices. Respect people's preferences, show others what you're capturing, and let that capture LED light shine. That's this white light that blinks while you're taking video or flashes while you're taking a photo.
You have a camera.
No, I don't.
When you got Meta glasses on,
I use my regular glasses, that's what I'm gonna tell you.
It's literally glowing. I'm not tripping.
It is easy not to notice this or to not know what it means. And a lot of the content creators making videos with Meta glasses simply cover it up.
I have a sticker over the light.
Because I very quickly learned covering it up is extremely easy. I'm just gonna cut a little piece of tape here. I tried covering the light with tape. Let's see what happens now. But then the glasses wouldn't record.
The capture
Oh.
is locked.
The capture LED is blocked. Unblock the front of the glasses to use the camera.
But I learned that if you cover the light and cover the camera, it tricks the glasses into thinking that they're in low light conditions.
Hey Meta, start taking video.
And then they will record.
This looks very sloppy, but I guess this really proves the point that it is not that difficult to start recording with these while giving no indication that you're actually recording.
Then I made a slightly more discreet version.
Doesn't even look that bad.
And showed it to my colleagues.
But yeah, now it's recording and the light's all covered up, right? You can't see the blinking?
No.
You guys are on camera, by the way. What if I told you they were recording right now?
The light cover I made was sloppy and took me 5 minutes, but dedicated light covering accessories and tutorials for how to use them are all over the internet. In fact, they're some of the top search suggestions on Amazon and TikTok.
You ready to be stealth mode, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
There are even people offering services where they completely disable the light for a small fee.
Now you're stealth mode now.
Yeah, I like that.
And as violating as that might feel, it's legal.
Excuse me. Are you waiting on your boyfriend to come sit with you?
I do not think that light was flashing. Well, I have a friend who is a lawyer, and I asked her just, is this legal? And then she said, the general rule is that anyone can record in public, but of course there's always exceptions. So, it is technically legal.
In the US, where I live, it is generally legal to film in public without asking for the consent of people around you. But I wanted to understand if there were any laws protecting people from being secretly recorded like this. So I called up Woodrow Hartzog.
Tech companies are really good at engineering society to get normalized to all sorts of surveillance.
Woodrow is an expert in privacy and technology law.
First of all, we could enforce the rules that we've got that limits the ability to record conversations secretly, for example.
Several US states and countries around the world only require that one participant agree to a conversation being recorded. This is called one-party consent. But some places take it a step further, requiring both participants to agree. This is called two-party consent. Florida, where some major influencers who secretly record conversations with Meta glasses are based, is a two-party consent state.
You've already got some rules in some states that already would significantly limit the use of these glasses, and I think that it's good to enforce the rules that we've got on the books. But if I'm a state lawmaker, the first thing that I would be looking to do is to expanding the wiretapping and secret recording laws that already exist in every state and making sure that they meet the moments of these new technologies.
A couple weeks into working on this video, a big story broke that raised the stakes of all of this.
Welcome back. Now, last week, an investigation run by 2 Swedish newspapers, this was shocking, it uncovered that workers
in Kenya are reviewing your most intimate and private moments.
Workers were employed to train artificial intelligence systems.
An investigation by 2 Swedish newspapers found that subcontractors in Kenya are reviewing footage captured by Meta glasses, including sensitive content, people using the bathroom, getting undressed, or having sex.
What those workers saw was footage captured during interactions with Meta's AI assistant. Saying, "Hey Meta," while wearing these activates the device's assistant. You can ask it to take photos or videos or play music or send a message or call someone. But you can also ask it to use the camera to analyze what it sees in front of you.
This is a home office setup with a camera on a tripod.
By default, every time you say, "Hey Meta," it activates the device's camera in case you ask for this kind of visual analysis. Since AI features don't run locally on the glasses, those interactions have to be processed on Meta's servers, where, according to Meta AI's terms of service, those interactions might be stored and reviewed by humans. The human reviewers based in Kenya work for a company called Sama. They're doing data annotation, drawing outlines and labeling objects and imagery to help improve Meta's AI tools. Faces are supposed to be blurred in this annotation imagery, but reviewers said that they often weren't. I thought maybe I could get in touch with some of these annotators directly, so I came up with an idea that, I'll just tell you now, did not work. But I'll show you anyway. Hey Meta, what is this?
This is a journalist call out on a computer screen asking current or former Meta Glasses data annotators to share their experiences.
Hey Meta, what is this? Hey Meta, what is this? Hey Meta, what is this? Hey Meta, hey Meta, what is this? Hey Meta, what is this?
I never got any response. But I did get in touch with the Data Labelers Association, an organization in Nairobi pushing for better working conditions for data labelers around the globe. And they told me that this phenomenon of humans watching footage we thought only machines could see isn't new.
The reason the tech companies have been able to get away with exploiting of workers is because they've created a narrative where AI is this magical thing that just exists.
But the real situation on the ground is you have a proper workforce in Africa powering the same systems. We have been seeing things for the longest time. When the Roomba, the self-vacuum, we also get a lot of footage from that. Like we can see you sitting in a toilet, we can see you moving around, you can see faces of your children. It's just that now, I think with the Meta glasses, it's a bit more escalated.
Learning all of this was starting to make me feel uncomfortable with these, but not just because of other people's privacy, but because of my own. But before I put these away for good, I wanted to talk to people who actually wear these in their everyday lives to better understand how they are navigating these feelings. Now, I could reach out on the internet to find Meta Glasses users who are willing to talk, but I wanted to find people who were actually using them in that very moment to see what it was really like for them. So I downloaded Nearby Glasses. It's an open source Android app created by Yves Jean Renaud, a sociologist and programmer. Nearby Glasses searches for distinct Bluetooth signatures broadcast by smart glasses. If it detects those signatures nearby, it sends you a notification. I took the app to some of the busiest spots in New York and waited to get a notification. I filmed all of this with regular cameras, not Meta Glasses, so that it wouldn't interfere with the app. And before too long, it worked. Just got a notification.
Hi, sorry, I missed my glasses.
We do a lot of traveling and we do a lot of Disney trips. I try to record them from my point of view.
I really love to take photos and videos. No, it's the favorite part.
I knew I was going to visit another country and I wanted to use the translator feature.
Me gusta mucho ir a pescar y grabo los videos sin necesidad de sacar mi celular.
Enrique told me a story about getting his Meta Glasses confiscated.
Sí, una vez fuimos a un delfinario en Puerto Vallarta y empecé a grabar y se dieron cuenta del parpadeo de la luz y me los quitaron.
And Christy told me about a time her glasses made a hospital nurse uncomfortable.
There was one time where I had to go see a family member in the hospital and wearing my Metas. I was wearing scrubs. Obviously, I just left work and one of the nurses saw me. He's like, do they let you work with those? And I'm like, yeah, there's not a problem. And he felt like very uncomfortable. He was just like answered my question, walked away. He never came back around. Right. Yeah.
But for the most part, the people that I talked to didn't really care.
Bro, cameras everywhere. Yeah. So, what do you mean about that? And, you know, it's normal. I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Everybody take photos with a phone, and it's the same thing. Yeah. So, it's not something different to the make a video with your phone, and everybody do it.
And that feeling makes sense. This is a mass market product that people are buying for all kinds of reasons. A small percentage of them are buying it for misconduct, but it is a small percentage of a lot of people. And that is a genie that can't go back in the bottle.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, these are the...
Please stop. Thank you so much.
Huh? No, these are
yes,
the...
Yes.
Part of me as a video journalist wants to defend the right to film in public, but another part of me understands that how that right is actually being used is really, really unpredictable. And as I learned from talking to people who use them, privacy is on almost no one's mind. And I get it. These are a fun product that lets you capture memories and listen to music and learn about the world around you without ever pulling out your phone. But these glasses might soon be capable of a lot more.
We built glasses that let you identify anybody on the street.
In 2024, 2 Harvard students paired Ray-Ban Meta glasses with PimEyes, a facial recognition tool, and tested it on complete strangers.
Oh, hi, ma'am. Wait, are you Betsy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I met you through like the Cambridge Community Foundation, right? Yeah. It's great to meet you. I'm Kane.
In February 2026, the New York Times reported that Meta plans to add a facial recognition feature sort of like that, called name tag, to its smart glasses. In an internal memo, Meta said that political turmoil in the US would keep the civil society groups expected to criticize the feature focused on other concerns. Now, more than 70 organizations are demanding that Meta cancel name tag, which could launch as early as this year. I don't think we should judge a technology by what its worst users do with it, but maybe we can judge it by the behavior it enables that wasn't possible before. And we can definitely judge it by the systems that put its own users' privacy in jeopardy. Whether you own a pair of these or not, the fact that these exist forces us to face some difficult questions. Smartphones made it normal for us to constantly record one another. Now there's just a way to do that without anyone noticing. And I don't think our social norms have totally caught up yet. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please do all the things like and subscribe and follow along for more videos like this one. And if you want to get in on the conversation that's happening behind these videos, please do consider joining us over at newpress.com. I'm posting questions and additional content over there so that you can get in on the reporting process and see more of it. Journalism like this isn't possible without sponsors. And today, that sponsor is Henson Shaving. I know this might be hard to believe, but this face does grow some amount of facial hair. I always try to shave before filming videos, but every time that I do, I always anticipate getting some amount of irritation. And I've been trying to figure out why that happens. It turns out that most cartridge razors use springs and pivots that make the blade flexible while shaving, but that movement means that the blade's cutting angle can change while shaving. So some hairs get a clean cut and others just get tugged. That's how you get irritation. But razors don't have to be this way. Henson razors were designed by aerospace machinists, people obsessed with controlling tiny cutting forces at precise tolerances, and they designed a blade that doesn't move. It solves the problem with mainstream razors. The blade is held exactly where it needs to be, so you barely need to press at all. The Henson razor has already done a lot for my shaving routine, and I think they can do a lot for yours too. Go to hensonshaving.com/Christophe and use the code Christophe to get 100 blades for free with your purchase of a razor. Just make sure that both items are in your cart. That is 2 years of blades for free at hensonshaving.com. If you want to support my work and get a better shave, give Henson a try. Okay, see you next time.